You break through your shell and crawl out of the sand, somewhere in the rivers of India. Your legs push against the loose dirt above you, and you scramble upward with dozens of your siblings doing the same thing around you. You reach the surface and keep moving without stopping, heading straight down the slope toward the water. The river is close, and you can see the current moving past the bank. You slip into the water for the first time, and your body adjusts immediately. Your long, thin snout breaks the surface as you paddle with your legs, staying near the edge where the current is weak. Your siblings spread out across the shallows, some moving faster than others, but none of them stay close to you. Your mother is nearby in the deeper water. She's massive, easily 20 times your size, and her presence keeps the larger predators away. But she doesn't feed you or guide you. You're on your own from the moment you hit the water. That's when a stork steps into the shallows. It's tall with a long curved beak, and it moves slowly through the group of hatchlings with its head tilting side to side. Then it strikes, stabbing downward and grabbing one of your siblings in its beak. The hatchling thrashes once, but the stork lifts it out of the water and swallows it whole. You dive under immediately, pressing your body against the muddy bottom and staying there until the bird moves farther down the bank. You surface again and swim toward a cluster of submerged roots sticking out from the riverbank. You need somewhere safer to wait, so you push yourself between the roots and hold still. Around you, more hatchlings disappear as birds and fish pick them off one by one. The shallows are crowded with hatchlings, and only some of you will make it past the first week. You're 3 weeks old now. Your mother drifted farther downstream days ago, and most of your siblings are gone. You stay in the shallows where small fish move between the rocks and tangled roots, darting in quick bursts whenever something larger passes by. You're hungry, so when you spot a minnow swimming near the surface, you lunge forward with your jaws snapping shut. But your snout is too long and thin, and the fish slips past your teeth without getting caught. It disappears into the murky water before you can try again. You need to figure this out, so you watch the water and wait for another chance. A few minutes later, another fish appears, and this time you don't lunge straight at it. Instead, you sweep your snout sideways through the water, slicing it like a blade, and your teeth catch the fish's body mid-sweep. You clamp down and swallow it whole. That's your first real meal. Then another young gharial appears upstream. It's slightly larger than you, with a thicker body and longer snout, and it swims directly into the patch of water you've been hunting in. You both see the same fish at the same time and move toward it together, but the other gharial gets there first. It snaps its jaws around the fish and swallows, then turns and looks at you for a moment before continuing to hunt in your spot. You don't want to fight, so you back away and swim farther upstream where the current is slightly stronger. You find another cluster of rocks and start hunting there instead, sweeping your snout through the water whenever a fish passes close enough. By the end of the day, you've caught 3 more fish using the same side-sweeping motion. Your snout is starting to feel more natural now, moving through the water like it's supposed to. You're getting better at this, but the shallows won't hold enough food for long. Soon you'll need to move deeper, where the larger fish swim. Skip forward a bit, and you're 4 months old now. You've grown longer and stronger, stretching over half a meter from snout to tail, and you've moved into deeper water where larger fish swim through the current in bigger groups. You're hunting near a bend in the river when another juvenile gharial swims into view. It's bigger than you, with a thicker body and a snout that's already started to widen near the base, and it moves directly into the stretch of water you've been hunting in all morning. You watch it for a moment, then open your jaws slightly and hiss, showing your teeth in a warning. The rival does the same thing, holding its position without backing away. You need this spot because the fish here are plentiful, so you swim closer with your jaws still open. The other gharial mirrors you, moving forward as well, but then it suddenly rushes at you with its body twisting sideways. You turn and swim away quickly, heading toward the shallower water near the bank. But while you're focused on the rival, something else drops into the water from above. A large monitor lizard hits the surface with its legs already paddling, and it's coming straight toward you. You twist your body hard and dive down, swimming as fast as you can toward a tangle of submerged roots sticking out from the riverbank. The lizard snaps its jaws at your tail but misses by inches, and you push yourself deep into the roots where its body can't follow. You stay there without moving, watching the lizard through the gaps in the roots. It circles once, trying to find a way in, but then it gives up and swims back toward the bank. After a few minutes, you come out slowly and check the water around you. The rival gharial is gone, and the lizard has climbed back onto land. The river is full of things bigger than you, and not all of them are gharials. You'll need to be faster next time. You're 2 years old now. You've grown over 1 meter long, and your snout has become even thinner and sharper, making it easier to slice through the water when you hunt. You can catch fish with barely any effort now, sweeping through schools and snatching multiple prey in quick succession without missing. You've moved to a wider section of the river, where the current is stronger and larger fish gather in the deeper channels. You've learned to use the flow to your advantage, so you wait in still pockets behind rocks and let the current push fish toward you. When they pass close enough, you strike sideways and catch them before they can react. That's when a mugger crocodile appears upstream. It's broader and heavier than you, with a thick, muscular body and a wide, flat snout, and it swims directly into the area you've been hunting in. You watch it move closer, and it spots you almost immediately. It opens its jaws slightly in warning, showing rows of thick teeth designed for crushing rather than slicing. You know you can't fight something built like that, so you turn and swim away quickly. Your body is built for speed instead of power, and you use it now, cutting through the water with rapid side-to-side movements of your tail. The mugger doesn't chase you because it doesn't need to. It just claimed your hunting spot without any real effort. You swim upstream toward a narrower channel, where the water is shallower and the current flows faster between the rocks. The mugger won't follow you here because its body is too wide to move efficiently in tight spaces. So you push into the channel and find a new spot where the water is just deep enough for decent-sized fish to swim through. You settle in and start hunting again, using the same techniques you've practiced for months. You're learning that not every fight is worth having, and sometimes survival means knowing when to leave before things get worse. Skip forward, and you're 8 years old now. You've grown over 3 meters long, and your snout has reached its full narrow shape, making you one of the fastest hunters in the river. You've claimed a long stretch of water where fish are plentiful, and you patrol it regularly by basking on exposed rocks during the day and swimming through the deeper channels when you need to hunt. That's when another male gharial appears. He's slightly smaller than you, with a thinner body and a snout that hasn't quite finished growing, and he swims into your territory without hesitation. You need him to leave, so you swim toward him with your body cutting through the water in a direct line. But he doesn't turn away when he sees you coming. Instead, he opens his jaws wide and holds his position. You swim closer and he does the same. Your jaws snap near his snout in warning, and he twists his body away but comes back at you immediately. So you slam your body into his side, pushing him toward the bank with the full weight of your momentum. He tries to bite your tail as you pass, but you're faster and you circle around him, forcing him into the shallows where he can't maneuver as well. He thrashes once, trying to push back into deeper water, but you block him with your body and snap your jaws near his head again. This time he stops fighting and turns downstream, swimming away without looking back. You watch him go until he disappears around the bend, then you return to the deeper water where the fish are still swimming in their usual patterns. The territory is yours now. You've won this stretch of river, but holding it will be harder than taking it. Other males will come eventually, and some of them will be bigger than the one you just chased off. You're 15 years old now. The river is lower than it usually is at this time of year, and sandbars have come up along the banks, making the water shallower in places. Other gharials are moving into the area, and the males are showing more aggression, opening their jaws wider and holding their positions longer when they pass each other. A rounded bulge has formed at the tip of your snout over the last few years. It's a gara, and it's grown large enough now to be seen clearly from a distance. You need to attract a mate, so you rise to the surface and blow air through your nostrils, creating a loud buzzing sound that moves across the water. The gara makes the noise carry farther, sending it downstream where other gharials can hear it. Then a female appears. She's slightly smaller than you, but just as sleek, with a narrow snout and a long, powerful tail, and she swims closer with her body moving in steady strokes. She circles you once, watching you the whole time, then turns and moves toward one of the exposed sandbars near the bank. She climbs onto the sandbar and starts digging a pit in the sand with her back legs, pushing the loose grains aside until she's made a hole deep enough to hold her eggs. You stay in the water nearby, watching her work and keeping other males away if they come too close. After she finishes laying the eggs, she uses her legs to cover them with sand, then pushes more sand on top to hide the nest completely. She slides back into the water and swims past you without stopping. You both drift in opposite directions, moving back to separate stretches of the river. The eggs are buried now, and in a few months, hatchlings will break through the sand and crawl toward the water just like you did 15 years ago. You're 25 years old now. You've grown nearly 5 meters long, and your body is covered in scars from years of fighting other males over territory. You've held this stretch of river longer than any other gharial in the area, defending it against challengers who come through every season looking for a place to claim. You spend the morning basking on a flat rock near the bank with your body stretched out in the sun, then you slip into the water to hunt. Fish are plentiful this season, swimming in thick schools through the deeper channels, and you catch them with minimal effort by sweeping your snout through the groups and snatching multiple prey in quick succession. That's when a younger male appears upstream. He's large and moves with confidence, swimming directly toward the spot where you usually hunt without slowing down or changing direction. You need to defend what's yours, so you rise to meet him with your jaws opening wide in warning. He mirrors you, opening his jaws just as wide and holding his position without backing away. Then he lunges forward, snapping at your snout with his teeth. You twist sideways and slam your tail into his body, knocking him off balance and pushing him toward the shallower water. But he recovers quickly and comes at you again, this time catching your front leg with his jaws and clamping down hard. You thrash your body violently, breaking his grip and pulling free. Then you drive forward with all your weight and force him toward the bank. He tries to push back, but you're heavier and more experienced, so you keep moving forward until he's pressed against the rocks near the shore. He snaps at you twice more, but you hold your ground and don't give him any room to maneuver. After a few more failed attempts to push past you, he turns and swims away downstream with visible wounds on his side. You've defended your territory again, but the fights are getting harder with each passing year, and the younger males are getting bolder every season. Skip forward, and you're 32 years old now. You're still large, stretching over 5 meters from snout to tail, but your body moves slower than it used to. One of your eyes has become clouded over the years, making it harder to see prey on that side, and an old wound on your tail never fully healed, leaving a section of muscle that doesn't work properly anymore. You need to eat, so you slip into the water and start hunting. But when you sweep your snout through a school of fish, you miss several that you would have caught easily years ago. Your reflexes aren't as sharp, and your body doesn't respond the way it used to when you try to turn quickly. Then the river starts moving differently. Heavy rains upstream have caused the water to rise and flow faster, pulling debris and loose branches downstream with the current. You try to swim against it, but your weakened body struggles to hold position, and the current keeps pushing you backward. You get swept into a section of river filled with submerged logs and rocks, all of them moving and tumbling in the flow. You try to navigate through them by twisting your body and pushing with your tail, but you're not fast enough. A heavy log comes downstream with the current and slams into your side, pinning you against a large rock underwater. You thrash once, trying to free yourself and push away from the rock, but the pressure is too much and your body can't generate enough force to break free. The current keeps pushing the log harder against you, trapping you in place. You try to thrash again, but your movements become weaker with each attempt. After a few more moments, your body stops moving completely. The river carries your body downstream over the next few hours, and eventually you settle in the mud near the bank where the current is slower, feeding the same waters that kept you alive for over 3 decades. Life as a Gharial crocodile might be rough, but there's another animal out there that has it way worse. Trust me, it's wild. Check out the video and see for yourself.